Welcome everyone, I'm Ricky from Tech Talk and this is my review on the AOC CQ32G1 monitor that gives you the ability to expand your world and really enjoy whatever type of content you're going to be viewing on this monitor. Majority of the time it's going to be gaming. So let's go through my personal review. During my review period I've had this for about 3 to 4 weeks and I've tried using it on multiple different devices, doing multiple different things, and today is my personal and open and honest review. There's many great features, but one little letdown. So let's go through the features first of all. So as you can see, it's a curved display as well, so you get really drawn into your contents and you can really enjoy your content and feel immersed in that gaming experience. If you're running through a battleground or screeching around a race course, you're going to get really pulled in, and I do like a curved display as well. It also offers three-sided frameless design as well, which I've shown on other monitors. There's a very thin black bezel on the left and the right and on top as well, which is barely noticeable, and it feels like your content just falls off the edge of your display, no matter if it's a movie or a game or you're looking through social media as I do, and productivity wise it's just really enjoyable. It's from their G1 series, and of course the link will be in the description to AOC UK, and also the best price I have found currently for this monitor is from Amazon UK at £319. If you are watching this from outside the UK, please do let me know and I can find the best price for you. So the colour of this monitor is black with hints of red that fly through the frame and through the column, and of course on the back as well. This is quite well known for AOC monitors. So it comes full of features like I said, but one little letdown. Let me go through the key highlighting features first and explain what they are as well, in case you've never heard of them before. So let's talk about the display, its main display itself. The actual size is 31.5 inches. That's always measured corner to corner. It has a quad HD resolution, which is 2560 by 1440, so it's really high resolution. For the devices you connect that are compatible as well. This monitor offers 16.7 million colors, so all of your images, your content, your video, your productivity, your gaming, it's just going to come alive and really enjoyable. Then it offers something called 1800R. What does this mean? This is all about the curvature of your monitor. The R stands for how many millimeters the radius would be if the monitor formed a full circle. The R is the radius of the curved monitor or television. 1800R means 1800 millimeters, or 1.8 meters is the maximum recommended distance that you should sit away from your display to get that absolute beautiful curvature and get enhanced in your monitor and pulled right into your content, and you can really enjoy what you're doing. So some people may have never heard of that before. I like to just highlight to you what it actually is and why it's actually on this monitor. Another key feature that most gamers will love is AMD FreeSync Technology. So what's this? Whatever your setup, achieve the highest frame rate and the smoothest display possible via AMD. What this will do is see what your graphics can outperform and what the monitor can outperform to as well, and give you the best option, the best display possible. So it works together with your GPU and the monitor, so your monitor looks really good. This means when you're running through explosions or screeching around a rain-slicked bends, wave goodbye to screen tearing and lag and leave your opponents in your smoothly rendered dust. I love that saying there from AMD. That's a great saying, and it just highlights what this can do with the compatible graphics cards that you have in your setup as well. Like I said, look out in the summer for our own community build of a gaming PC, and I'm looking forward to doing that because I'd like to do more gaming on the channel as well. So this monitor also offers a wide viewing angle, so with that 31.5 inch display and also a curved display, you get a wide viewing angle. And this monitor has a VA panel. So what does VA stand for? VA stands for vertical alignment and is a type of LED or a form of LCD panel display technology. VA panels are normally known as having the best contrast and image depth among other main types of displays such as TN and IPS. The one downside is the input time, so your input lag, but with this monitor you have 1 millisecond. That is really good. Response time is 1 millisecond and it is measured via MPRT, which is a better measurement and a more professional measurement compared to grey to grey. I think that's a really good thing to highlight here. It has one downside, but AOC have stepped it up and given you 1 millisecond input lag. It also boasts 144Hz refresh rate, which is really high. So at the moment, currently on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, it's 60 frames. So we're going double that and a little bit more. Obviously when it's PC gaming, you can pump it really up high and your images are going to look really crisp and really clean. To gain that 144Hz refresh rate, I believe this is only through the DisplayPort connection, so that will have to go into your PC setup. So what does this mean? So equip yourself with twice the frame rate of other monitors and say goodbye to image stuttering and blurring motion. With 144Hz refresh rate, every frame is rendered sharply and is in smooth succession, so you can line up that shot accurately and appreciate high-speed races in all their glory. So it's just saying it's going to pull away the motion blur and it's going to look absolutely stunning whatever game you're playing. So one feature that I like about this monitor and that helps me with my visual impairment, as you know, it has the ability to use flicker-free technology, which helps you get less fatigued and less eye strain when you actually use your monitor for a long period of time, no matter it being productivity in Final Cut Pro, or if it's gaming. You can just really enjoy your monitor. Please always take a break though as well. You don't want to sit and look at these monitors for hours on end. I do recommend just get up, have a break, have a walk away, and then go back and enjoy your gaming or your productivity. So they're all the key highlighting features of this monitor, which is a great amount of features. The one letdown that I feel is that it has no speakers on board the monitor. There is an audio option which uses a 3.5 headphone jack. Again, a little bit later on we'll talk about the connectivity and I'll show you where it is on your monitor. I wish it'd have some speakers so you could use the inbuilt speakers straight away if you wanted to. Okay, £319 gets you a lot of great features actually about the display, which is awesome and what you want for gaming. I think it's just lacking a little bit by not having speakers. By having that 3.5mm headphone output, that's okay. That means you can connect speakers. That's just my little one downside compared to all these massive plus sides from the display options. So going in a bit more detail and other features that I've noticed and I want to talk about. If you're like me and you use Adobe for maybe Photoshop or Lightroom or to edit and change images and videos, its Adobe RGB coverage is 92%, so that's really high and very impressive. If you want that wide viewing angle, as I said, it has 178 by 178 degree viewing angle, so that's near enough a flat horizontal line. Obviously with your curvature as well, you're going to get to see more. People ask me about guarantees and warranties with these monitors. So this monitor comes with a 3-year warranty, and make sure you sign up for that as soon as you get your monitor. And it offers 50,000 hours of usage as well, which is really high. So let's go through our menu buttons. There are buttons here, not a joystick control option. There are buttons that are underneath the bottom bezel here and quite tactile as well. So there's 5 buttons along there. They are quite tactile to tell what they are. There is a little LED here, which is white. I hope you can see that on the video. So that is right next to your power button or sleep button, up to you what you choose. And once turned off, that will disappear. Turn it back on, again, it's quite quick. You're greeted with an AOC logo here. Please note that light you can see to the left hand side is not bleeding from the monitor. That's just a light source that I have on that side. So coming up next is your menu button. So here is your menu button, and you can scroll through your menu here. You have different choices that you can change and adjust, up to you. And again, I've kept it pretty basic what the monitor does out the box. I think that gives you the best options possible. If you want to change or adjust something, you can do. By pressing menu, you can go in here and scroll through, press menu again, and this is where you can actually change it. Press menu and you'll come back. To come out of this, go the other side, press back here, and then you come back. Take your time, go through the menu, change and adjust this monitor to how you want it. It's all about you and changing your equipment to how best suits you, no matter your ability or just your need for pure enjoyment when you're gaming. So next to that is your crosshair feature. This gives you a crosshair feature. This was quite new to me. So in the middle of the screen is a red crosshair. And what this does is uses a target, and it's easier to, especially when you're playing like a first-person shooter, it's really good. And I enjoyed it using this feature when I was playing The Division 2 on the Xbox One X. So that toggles on or off with your 3rd button along. Your 4th button will give you different modes that you can scroll through. So we have off, FPS, RTS, you have racing, you have Gamer 1, Gamer 2, and Gamer 3, and then off again. It cycles through. And again, you can change them Gamer ones to make sure it's right for you. That's good that you have different modes on here, and it automatically changes and adjusts the settings on the monitor. The FPS, like the first person person shooter, it's really good for like the Division when I played that. The racing was good when I played Forza Horizon. So you can change and adjust it automatically very quickly there. Or you could go through the menu as I've just shown you and change and adjust it the way you want it. And then finally at the far end to the left hand side is your input option. And like I said, you have a display port and then 2 HDMIs. Obviously I have the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X connected via HDMI. And then to the right hand side I have my MacBook that you can just see the edge of there, connected into the display port, and then you can scroll through them and select which one you want. When we turn to ergonomics of this monitor, the only option you have is a tilt function. So first of all, you have a -1, which is -4. So if I do that there, it's very minimal, and as you can see, it doesn't really do much at all, but you have an option to point your monitor down. Also, you have the monitors point it upwards and tilt it upwards. So this is plus 21.5. This is where you see a greater difference here. We've taken a side look of this monitor. You can see how narrow it is and how sleek it looks from a side angle as well. So like I said, the tilt up function is 21.5. And then when I tilt this down, you'll see the difference as well, where it goes to about -4. So it's not a great level of detail there in the minus aspect. You do have a great tilt up feature as well. So taking a look at the connectivity of this monitor, it is a up and under feature, which is slightly difficult to get your hands in and actually connect them up. So first of all, over to the left hand side, you have your 2 HDMI connections. So one is a 1.4 and one is a HDMI 2.0. So these will give you different features and different options. Then in the middle, you've got my DisplayPort connection, which is connecting up via my MacBook Pro, and that is using a Thunderbolt connection to DisplayPort here, and the DisplayPort is a 1.2. And then obviously in the middle as well, you have your headphone jack, which gives you your audio, and I use that when I'm playing my games on the consoles that are both to the left hand side. Then next to that, finally, you have your power supply that plugs into a UK 3-pin plug as well. So you do see the hints of red on the back here. You have AOC at the top in silver, and you have the hints of red flying around, which is really nice. It's sleek. It looks really smart as well. You have fans built in at the top there. In the column and the stand, like I said, it's made up of plastic, which is okay. You're thinking of the price there, but it is sturdy. It does stand strong as well. Having the cable management system is really helpful. Then obviously as well, this has the option of a VESA connection. So you can take the column and stand off here. The actual square patch here comes out. There's a button hidden behind the column there that you press that releases the display from the stand and the column, and then you can put in a VESA mount if you so want to have this mounted, and that's 100 by 100. Also down here underneath the power connection, you can see a Kensington lock, and this is where I was talking about having a USB port would be really good if possible, but because it's very narrow as well, they want to keep all the actual bulk at the main back and keep very narrow sides, as you can see here. So to finish off, I want to give you my personal opinions on what I thought of this monitor, what I really enjoyed, and what could be improved for next time, or moving on to the next series that AOC launched. So first of all, please note this is a gaming monitor first and all. It's for gamers out there that want to enjoy gaming either via console or mainly via PC, as it gives you more options with that AMD FreeSync technology. I want to apologise that I don't have a gaming PC to show you that AMD FreeSync technology and get the absolute superb resources out of this monitor. Like I said, that is coming in the summer, which I want to bring to you on the channel and build together as a community on Tech Talk. Setting that aside, gaming on the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro has been really good. I've used the HDMI connections that I've just previously shown you, and you have two different HDMI options there. So with the Xbox One X, I managed to get a higher resolution compared to what I did on the PS4 Pro. Gaming was quick, it was smooth, it worked really well, and I played games like The Division 2 and also Rocket League, FIFA, Forza Horizon, multiple different games. Assassin's Creed as well looks beautiful. It's such a cinematic game. It really stands out and it's been really enjoyable, and I've shown some content during my review here and I hope you have enjoyed. Colours are really good as well, and the gradient on the colours is really good. You get a good shadow depth as well, and it has been really enjoyable to use. Not too sure why the PS4 Pro doesn't work with this. at a higher resolution than 1080p, so that was slightly disappointing. Really pleased with the Xbox One X though and the resolution I got from that. Again, both were connected through the HDMI connections, and then my MacBook for productivity connected through the DisplayPort via Thunderbolt connection to the MacBook. And that's been really good as well. With a large display, you can have multiple windows open, productivity can flow, and I worked really quickly through my social media as well, replying to posts, creating new posts, setting out images and editing images with Adobe's been really good, enjoyable to do. iMovie and Final Cut Pro works really well on this. I can have a large image and I can see everything I need to see. Being visually impaired really helps with a larger screen, and with the curvature as well, you're pointed into a focal point, and that was nice to use. Also, one other thing I did like while I was gaming was the crosshair feature that you can use with this monitor. So it's one of the menu options that I've just gone through as well. You can have a crosshair on there. I've never used that before, and that was actually quite helpful during my gaming sessions. When I was getting quite close to the monitor, I could see exactly who I needed to line up for that perfect shot as well, especially during the Division 2. So if you are after a monitor that is for gaming, yes, this ticks majority of your boxes for what you need. So 144 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, a high resolution display, the AMD FreeSync, that's great. Like I said, the little downside is that there's no speakers, but you can use the 3.5 headphone jack then to add in your own audio, so that's okay. But as well, if you want a monitor that's great for productivity, I've really enjoyed this monitor for that as well. So you have different uses for a monitor instead of just one monitor for gaming, one monitor for productivity. This monitor does everything, and I feel like it does it quite well to a high standard for the price that you are paying. £319 is a really good price for all of them aspects that I talked about for gaming. But like I said, there's a couple of little letdowns. One was the audio and the other was no USB ports. I like to have a USB port on my monitor to maybe plug in a wireless charging mat for a device like one of my phones that I test, or also for controllers or keyboards or mouse, depending what I want to use with the monitor itself and my setup around me. So that's a couple of little downsides, but all the pluses actually make it all okay. I forget about them two little minus points and think of all the plus side and the enjoyment I have had for the past 2 weeks. It just doesn't matter, in my opinion. You can add your own speakers. I've got USB ports on my MacBook Pro, that's fine. So, but I want to highlight my little downsides to the review to make it open and honest and let you know how I feel about this monitor. So if you have any questions or queries, or if you have this monitor, let me know what you think down below. It's always great to hear from you. The community is growing so well on Tech Talk now, and it is about the community on this channel and bringing everyone together to ask any question, no matter how silly it may sound in your head, please ask. I'm more than happy to help, or as other people are now, I respond into other comments, and that's great. I really love that, and that's why I set up this channel, because I have a passion for technology, I have a passion for accessibility as well, so making sure everything is accessible for everyone to use no matter their ability. Thanks always for watching. The link will be in the description to AOC's website, so you can go and check out more features and everything else about this monitor that I have talked about today. Also, I will put in Amazon UK as well. That's where it's £319 currently. And again, you could go through and click the link that I've put in the description, and that will support the channel as well. For me, Ricky, I will see you very soon in the next video, and I hope you have enjoyed the review of the AOC monitor here. Thanks always for watching. Bye for now.